You do a lot of media. You talk to
Yeah.
the public a whole lot. But can we go back to childhood 2.0? Can we go back
Yeah.
to how that came about, what that was about? I think that there's a lot of people that may be listening to this, may see these snippets on Instagram, may see this on YouTube, that would derive big benefit from having consumed that content by the nature of what it is. But can you walk us through how y'all got there?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That documentary is so freaking powerful. And, they're really, there's so many great documentaries out there that kind of change the way humans behave and make choices. Forks Over Knives, Super Size Me, ones featuring, the water crisis in Flint, Michigan. Like there's, Aaron Brockovich. Like there's films that change people and humanity for the better. And I feel that Childhood 2.0 is one of those. And it looks at basically how childhood was up until about the year 2000, and then how it has changed so much from the year 2000 until now. It is literally the second type of childhood that kids are dealing with and families are dealing with. And it's about 90 minutes in length. It's free. Anybody can watch it on YouTube and a variety of places. Really, the only place it doesn't live is Netflix yet. Hoping they'll pick it up. But not only do you hear from people like me and our CEO, Brian Basin, and child health and wellness experts, doctors, psychologists, psychiatrists, parents, you hear from kids. And that is what really guts people when they hear from, 7 and 10-year-olds talking about not wanting to be on the planet anymore because they're being bullied. When you hear from 12 and 14-year-old girls talking about the pressure to send nudes, or how their peers have all consumed pornography by the time they're in 8th grade. We our investigation where we went undercover as an 11-year-old on Instagram and ended up meeting up in real life undercover with a predator. That's featured in there. That's chilling. It really, it doesn't hold back. It doesn't hold back any punches. It really shows you what it's like to be a kid today, online, all the various issues that they're encountering. And you hear again, both from adults and experts and kids who I'd say are experts as well.
And so as y'all were featured in that documentary, after y'all kind of went through that whole process, because I believe that sometimes when you're involved in creating something, whether it be your part in being featured in this documentary and obviously just building the technology, was there a period where y'all were able to step back and then kind of see what you all were doing from a different light? And if so, how did that inform the way that y'all went forward in what y'all wanted to add to Bark, any changes you thought might be necessary? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, what was really interesting, and it went viral, that the predator part of the film, it's about 9.5 minutes, where we went undercover as an 11-year-old and within moments heard from adult men that wanted to contact her, not just for friendly reasons. That snippet of the documentary went so viral. It was viewed over 17 million times just on YouTube alone. Good Morning America covered it. Dr. Oz covered it. It blew up. It blew up. And it's because people need to see something and experience something in first person sometimes before they truly understand it. We could tell people all day long about our stats. We've escalated over 1,000 predators to law enforcement, and people are like, wow, but it doesn't hit them emotionally. They don't realize just how easily it could happen to their own families within their houses, until you show them the screens, show them on Instagram and on other platforms, like where this is happening and how you can just video call somebody and how you can land in their DMs. Like people got to see it. They really got to see it to get shook and be like, oh wow, like oh gosh, and I put this thing in my kid's hand and they're just in their room for hours at a time. I don't know who they're talking to. And they might not tell me because they might be scared or ashamed or coerced or bullied. Like, so it, in order to answer your question, like it helped us see how when you have very powerful information, if it's not resonating, you've got to think of a different way to tell that story, because everybody learns a little differently. It helped our algorithms as well, because when you have firsthand experience as the child interacting with multiple predators, your algorithm can get even smarter to pick up the nuances of grooming and predation. It helped place more accountability on the largest platforms in the world, as well as legislators and caregivers, to really do something about it, because I don't think people just realize how prevalent it was. A lot of the issues that we alert parents for, they don't think it can happen to them until it does. And then you're in, instead of prevention mode, you're in, okay, let's fix it mode, which is not a good mode to be in.